Welcome to the Afters. Uncut bonus content for our best friends behind the paywall. This week, we're fucking around and getting silly with Jimmy and Larry after spending an hour and a half with the goddamn motherfucking talent, FKA Twigs.
That's my Queen of England, if you ask me, dude. Oh,
are you a
God.
new? Well, okay, let's talk about it. Are you a new fan of hers, or like, what do you?
I've always been a Twigs appreciator in terms of recognizing a legitimate generational talent when I see one, because I have great taste. The new album, though, like listening in terms of preparing for this, I was like, this could be, I don't know if I would say career defining, because she has an amazing career. I think this is going to be a big fucking deal.
Oh, wow. She is your new McGee.
Well,
this is your new personality. You're now you sexual Larry.
No. Yo, listen, I always exist right before the time of busting.
Yeah. You are always pre-orgasm.
No, I don't think anyone can top Mike Gordon for me. But
in terms of making it your personality.
Yeah. But no, dude, that song Childlike Things, that's like that's going to be a top plate for me when we wrap up.
We get
2025
album.
The lady doth protest too much.
Yeah.
No, she was so wonderful and lovely in person that and that's what's so awesome about this.
Well, sorry, we should do a fit check first, because that is always what should be the order of things before we get into the lovely, the talented, the ethereal FK.
Why don't you go first?
Known as. Okay, on the feet, I'm wearing camion boots. These socks are Lusso Cloud slippers, but they also make socks.
Mm-hmm.
The pants are big old navy chinos. What do you call me? From Graph Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Great Japanese basics brand. Available at Venspace. I think that might be one of the only U.S. stores they're in, but I'm probably wrong.
The Chris Green difference.
Yeah. Available there. I think they have a few like flagships in Japan. The shirt is our Legace.
The DoorDasher loved it, apparently.
No, oh, yeah. So real stressful start to the podcast where, FK Twigs has, by the time you're listening to this, I don't know if it's still out, right? Today's December 13th. You listen to this like
Are you sure?
5 weeks
Okay,
later.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
We're in the fucking past.
Friday the 13th.
I know. I was thinking about that this morning and then was like, oh, I hope nothing goes wrong.
You can go and get a cheap tattoo.
Yeah. I did that last year, I believe, with Jenna.
What do you get?
This G for Georgie that it was terribly done. That basically is supposed to be black, but it looks gray.
Also, it's a 9.
It's a G.
It's a lowercase.
It's a lowercase G for Georgina.
Why didn't you get a fucking Guinness G and then you go, split the G?
Maybe I still will.
Oh, you got a G right here, and then we do a little
no hand tattoos for the boy.
That's
a wrist.
Basically on your hand.
It's a wrist.
The wrist is like the shin of the hand.
Wrist. That's throw that on the afters, Chuck.
Well, speaking of wrist, let's see. No, throw some FK Twigs on. What are you talking about? Speaking of wrist, it was like, oh, can you get her and her team like a few matchas?
Yep. She's a matcha addict.
Yes. So she had a Matcha full collaboration. I don't know if it's still available in the future when you're listening to this.
Inshallah.
Called a guy, well, Matcha Full wouldn't order.
Called my guy.
Called my Matcha guy. Matcha Full would not order the FK Twigs collaboration, or just wouldn't order in general. Right. And then Matcha Matcha, which I think has some like weird Trump affiliations.
They all do.
Yeah. The nearest one that would deliver to us is like in time, like Grand Central.
Midtown, yeah.
Grand Central.
Fucking crazy.
By the way, the restaurant that I recommended to you and Jenna, it's called Doc's, or The Dock.
It sucked again, so I don't know if anyone needs that recommendation.
You must have ordered wrong, because when I went there, it was great. Anyway, ordered the matcha. It took 75 minutes to arrive. Luckily, she ran a little bit late, so kind of like it arrived actually perfectly, although it was ice cold because this guy was like basically in Jersey at this fucking point. But I opened the door and goes, "Hey, you look great, man." Like, thanks. Give me the fucking ice cold hot matcha.
Yeah.
So our Legacy shirt is what I think he was talking about. Then I was wearing a still by hand cardigan, a big brown coat from Studio Nicholson, and a scarf from a Japanese company that I'm blanking on, but I think it was like a repurposed like aquascutum silk, and then like some wool stitched on the back. Hanes boxers, Jill Sander Bottega, Nalgene. I got 725 milliliters of Lower East Side's finest.
You're gonna start tracking your hydration in terms of milliliters now every time you do.
No, I'm supporting what I'm at.
Okay. You just been doing it a lot. I just didn't know if it was gonna be a new bit.
Well, now I'm at 625. I just gulped down 100 milliliters. Brother.
Thanks for fucking keeping us posted, Jim. Okay. On the feet, I have on second layer boots. My socks are Shiro. I am wearing a made to measure J Muser suit. The shirt is a moleskin Western from Wythe.
You dressed up for Twigs.
I mean, honestly, it kind of worked out perfectly. I dressed up for my wife, who I am seeing immediately after this.
She's like the FK Twigs of your household.
She's like the FK Twigs of my dreams.
Right.
Jenna Catherine Blackwell.
Yeah.
The woman I choose to spend my time with. That also sounds like the lady doth protest too much.
Yeah,
I love my wife.
Okay.
I also do love FK Twigs now. Okay. The giant brown coat that I wore, I guess it's not in a picture. But I guess
kind of a shame.
Honestly, both
kind of a shame we don't do fit pics for the afters.
I know. Yeah. Maybe we should start.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it's a giant coat from Colbo.
How damn, that shit is dragging on the floor. How far down does that go?
It goes
ankle
like
slapper?
Top of the ankle. It's a top ankle slapper.
Yes.
Shit's a duster. It's awesome. It was a 1 of 1 that they made.
Oh wow, they made it for you?
No. It was just
What?
Shut up, dude.
What?
Don't make me say what I pay or don't pay for things. It was purchased.
Oh, nice.
At a very, very, very fair friends and family price.
Okay, cool.
But not free 99. I also have an Hermes scarf.
Nice.
Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand. Still on the Brady brand. Still have not done laundry.
It's tough, man. It's a tough season to do laundry. I think I might be dipping into like the real sketchy looking zone of the underwear drawer.
I have had literally no time. We've been doing a lot of work, a lot of writing, a lot of
socializing.
And also that's the thing where it's like, I don't like doing laundry at night, but I would, but there's too many fucking holiday engagements. And not to mention we're podcasting tomorrow.
Saturday, the 14th of December.
Yeah. What else was I going to fucking say?
Rolly on the wrist, chromey on the fingy.
Could you actually do it?
Rolly on the wrist, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand.
I'm surprised because I do it. It's Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring.
I tune out
on
at this
the
point.
Fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand. I found my new favorite Zin flavor, violet licorice.
Ew.
You know what put me on? Cheyenne.
Is that real?
Yeah, this is real. They're the Slims.
Scan the code.
Scandy doesn't have code.
Wow.
Slim.
Can I give it a whiff?
Pre-wets. Yeah. It's really.
Wait, which is the? I don't want to.
No. There's no. There's no. Here, give it a whiff. Violet licorice.
No.
Don't fucking throw it.
Sorry.
It's really good. 11 milligrams.
Respect the Zin.
And then I don't know how many milliliters of Lower East Side's finest I've had, but I'm looking at about 2/3 that need to be fucking gold.
Nice. Pause. All right.
Yeah. Pause.
Fit check complete. Back to Twigs. Very, very forthcoming, earnest, incredibly intelligent. And yes, I think that like she has been, I've always felt that her music and like her like art as like her life as art has always been like too like poetic and cerebral for my caveman brain. And I still think that's the case. But the music is gas. The visuals are incredible. The visuals have always been incredible.
Yes.
2 weeks has literally been on like, I come back to 2 weeks every 2 weeks.
Shit's a movie.
I blast that shit. It came out in what, 2015, 2016. I still think that like there's been very little music that has approached that level of, she kind of put herself like sexy, hard, banger, ruthless, savage, soft, vulnerable.
Yeah. It's a level of artistry that a lot of other people in that industry could probably and do definitely aspire to, I'm sure.
And it's crazy that she is so intentional with, let's just call it her art, not even her music, where she's like, yeah, like I need to continuously evolve. I just need to push myself as a human being to like learn more, know more, be able to do more, acquire more skills. She literally is a fucking super soldier.
Yeah, she's a sponge and she soaks up all this random shit, whether it's like the sword fighting shit. Obviously, a lot of people know about the pole dancing. My thing is that when we get the opportunity to not just meet someone like this, but like sit down with them and really dive in for like an hour and a half. And when it goes as well as I believe it went with Twigs, like it's going to now be impossible for me, justifiably so, to not be fucking ride or die for her, because I honestly like that's the best part. One of the best parts of a really great job that we are very lucky and blessed to do. And I say that with 100% earnestness and sincerity that maybe Twigs wouldn't appreciate as much. But
Well, the good part is you could fall in love with an artist, like as a person, but the art might fucking suck. Turns out,
no,
not so much the case this time around. Nick, if you're listening to this, well, I guess the album will either like be out imminently.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that my link keeps expiring, I'm like, dog, I'm trying to fucking keep listening to this shit. Come on.
It really, you've said it before, like the way that just like, it, you know, obviously with movies, they call them, when you get them in advance, a screener. This is called,
I don't know.
What is it called?
An early
stream. Yeah.
I'm running up those promo streams fucking through the roof.
These weird, it's like a weird watermarked like jukebox widget. And it's like impossible to just use like a normal streaming service, which lets you also know how good the music is, that we're willing to suffer through this fucking bullshit ass technology to fucking hear an album that legitimately has no skips.
When was the last time you sat down and taught yourself a new skill?
Wow. Great question. Yikes. I don't even think I could tell you.
Like
a new, like
ever?
I mean, I had to learn everything.
At one point you learned how to drive, and then that skill was erased from memory.
Yeah, you definitely a use it or lose it thing. Though again, I think I could do it in case of emergency. The last time I thought, I don't know, dude. Like it's like a real legitimate skill. Well, I have no
splitting the G.
Okay, there you go. I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and cap. Like I'm somebody who can't do anything.
No, and yes, correct. I think that's like not like teaching yourself new skills. That's not like abnormal to be like, yeah, like I'm just a guy, right? I'm just a guy.
Such a guy, dude.
I'm just a skillless guy.
Yeah,
but you did at one point. You tried to split the G and you missed, and you're like, you know what? 4 big gulps. That's not it. Time to go for 6 big gulps.
Yep.
You realize that's actually like the whole beer.
Time to put in my 10,000 gulps.
So you iterated, you evolved, you trained.
What do we say?
You learned from your mistakes and you got better until now. Like, what's your G splitting percentage?
I'm pretty fucking good. I'm probably
Shohei Ohtani. They call him.
Nice. Probably like I could do it 80% of the time.
Oh, that's pretty bad. No.
Okay. Excuse me. No, I was
the amount you do it.
Ideation.
It's so formulaic. It's like gulp, gulp, gulp.
Remember, ideation, iteration, futurism. And that's what we do here on the only podcast that matters.
Did you see the prank that Guinness was going to raise the logo on the glass? Because they're like, well, especially around Christmas, we have a limited supply of Guinness. We need to stop binge drinking, one, for the health of our customers.
Yeah.
Two, like we have a limited supply, especially around the holidays, and we don't want the Brits to fucking revolt again.
I mean, listen, that might make people drink them a tick slower, but it ain't going to stop the pints from getting fucking poured, friend.
When you, and we'll move on to splitting the G soon, but like when you split, let's say you split the G, whether successfully or not, do you feel inclined to drink the remaining 2/3 of it faster so you could try it again?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm definitely not. You can't rush greatness, my friend. But I will say that that first gulps, those first gulps that get you to split the G, once that's done, then I'm drinking, and I do think I drink fast, I eat fast. I'm not a very patient person. I could be way better.
You don't walk
at
fast
that
anymore.
No.
Ever since the incident.
Larry hurt. Lowy NG.
Wowie boo boo.
But
Wowie boo boo on his tippy toe.
No, on my ankle.
On his ankle. I know, but ankle didn't sound babyish.
Ankle.
No.
But
now you're just making up words like FK Twigs.
You're sounding like racist, low key. No, I definitely drink the rest of that G at a more normal pace.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the last skill I taught myself or like really was like, you know what? I'm going to like try and like develop this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess tennis counts because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna commit myself to like getting better and like doing it. I took a drawing class one time.
Oh yeah, tell me more.
I took a drawing class.
I drew. Are you good? I drew. I drew. I came. I saw. I drew.
I drew 2 things that I was like really impressed. I was like, holy,
what? Like still life.
Like a detail of a painting. Like that was the assignment. It's like, hey, like focus on like one detail of like a larger Renaissance painting. I think it's this Michelangelo one, but I drew like this guy's sweating, but it looks like there's just like a like a pearl necklace on his chest.
Yeah, he's been came upon.
Yeah. And then like a portrait of like the Virgin Mary, again, from like a Renaissance painting. And then the only other time I can really be like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking learn how to do this shit. And I'm not gonna quit until I do. I taught myself how to whistle.
Oh, this is a huge plot point in A Different Man.
Is it?
When he's watching the YouTube videos about trying to whistle because of his fucked up face, and it comes up a few times in the movie. You don't remember this?
No.
Okay. Wow. You really...
I was mostly on my phone during that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. The truth comes out. That's interesting.
I never lied about not being on my phone while watching a movie.
No, but that was a movie that at least, I don't know if this was on the record, like on the pod, but you were like talking when we were doing the Fiddies, and I was like, well, The Apprentice.
Oh, remember the Fiddies when those happened? That was crazy, guys.
No, yeah.
Upset of the century.
A new record in votes, I'm imagining.
Yeah. Aimee Leon d'Or won, even though it wasn't nominated. What the fuck?
They are nominated.
Are they?
Yes.
Or sorry, is it?
They are nominated for Brand of the Year.
Yeah, really?
They're on there. Yeah. It's been locked.
Wow.
It's
okay. Who made that decision? Are you? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, dude.
Between Chrome Hearts and Bodhi.
Well, between they're going to be in alphabetical.
I'm saying
order,
in our list.
Growing up, I don't know how much I believe this, but I was told by a lot of people that I had a like above average proficiency in like drawing, not sketching necessarily, because I would never deign to call myself an artist, but in terms of like, you know, looking at something and drawing it. And my parents still have, I must have drawn this when I was like in fucking middle school, but I drew like a cornucopia, you know, and they still
like a squash.
No, well, there is fruit, whatever. It was like a full cornucopia.
Okay.
So whatever fucking
like a bunch of
gourds and all this shit. They like still, my mom has it. I don't know if it's framed, but it's like in their dining room. And I'm like, this shit sucks.
Mommy likes the picture.
But I think that at the time, it's one of those things where you're like, and you know, my mom is already so hyperbolic.
She talk about it. She's like, Larry drew this.
No, but it was, I don't think she still says this, but it used to be like, oh, my son, Lauren, he's such a talented artist.
And now it's like, my son, Lawrence, so much wasted talent.
No, if anything, it's just like,
and you're like, you know what, Mom? Time spent wasted, not wasted time.
Well, there was that story.
Talent spent wasted, not wasted time.
No, the way my mom describes what we do is it's that, and she wouldn't say Lawrence and James, she would just be talking about me, to be clear, but she, in her words, we run a famous Brooklyn podcast. That's how she describes throwing fits. I swear to God, dude.
Fire.
Yeah. Which I mean, where's the lie?
Yeah. My dad always like, he definitely I think it like pops up on his YouTube. I don't know if he like necessarily listens. I think he like watches the clips or sees the clips.
Mm-hmm.
And we were on the phone yesterday, 2 days ago, and he's like, we're just catching up. And he's like, this is bad. This is bad. He's like, oh, like that lesbian from LA. Like, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, that Asian lesbian from LA. I'm like, no, she's from New York and not that. And he's like, oh, well, you know, I'm just like, I'm like, yeah, you can't say that.
Yeah, my dad's the same way.
And then with Chris from Chrissy's Pizza, he's like, yeah, like real rough looking guy. And I'm just like, the sweetest guy.
That ruffian pizza maker.
Yeah.
My dad, I believe, refers to us as like, and this is equally, I think, as bad as my mom in its own way, where it's like they're successful entrepreneurs, which I don't love as the hustle.
Not wrong.
As the hustle-nomic grind set guys have kind of ruined that term. Not that like we have a drop shipping business.
It's an accurate
well,
word couplet.
Same thing with the famous Brooklyn podcasters, but like it's not
the podcast
what I would call myself.
The podcast is listened to in 126 countries.
You and I are much more humble. We just go with the only podcast that matters, obviously.
Right. What do you think your parents are going to think of FKA Twigs?
I know my dad's on Instagram. My mom is. She definitely follows TF. She doesn't really comment on a ton of content that we put out. Like even when she sees me, how many followers does my mom have?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's mad funny. Well, she's private, obviously.
0 clout.
Let's see. I'm not going to say her handle.
Do you judge her because she has so few
followers? My God, dude.
What?
This is rough.
Over 1,000?
She has 97 followers. Damn. My mom is cloutless, dude.
You should buy, you know what'd be mad funny?
Buy my mom 1 million followers.
That is what I was going to say. Yes. Because I know someone that did that as like a prank joke to their friend, funny. But then like they have like 200,000 followers and he like never posts.
Yeah.
Right. He gets like dog shit engagement, but he does have these like dumbass like IG brands be like, hey, do you want to like be a affiliate link influencer, whatever, be ambassador, brand ambassador, because you have 200,000 followers. What if you just bought your mom like, I don't know, a light 6-fig bot farm?
Well, I think we need to get her to triple digits first. But let's not get too crazy. It is.
Do you want to drop her IG since you get 3 more followers?
No, she's on private, so it's like she's not.
Do you think she has requests?
Yeah, and I don't think she accepts anyone she doesn't explicitly know. But the thing about your friend is funny because, like, not that this is a revelation to anyone, but like, talk about the fucking Wizard of Oz head ass smoke and mirrors that is having any type of large following on Instagram to begin with.
Guess what my mom has?
Well, I know. Well, actually, do I follow your mom? I don't.
I hope not.
What do you mean? Well, it's like
you don't
for her work. So doesn't your mom have a couple thousand?
She did, and then she got hacked.
I remember you trying to deal with that.
Yeah, I was.
You didn't hit fucking Chad at the time.
I hit the Dennis Tedisco bat phone. Even though at that time he was always posting like, "Yo, if you get hacked, like I can't help you. I'm sorry." I was like, "Yo, Dennis." Like,
but it's my mom this time.
Like, it's different.
Can we make an exception?
He was like, "This is what you do," but unfortunately, she had already like tried to like do it on her own and like fucked it up even more.
Of course.
So she had to start over. Terrible day in the Harris Yahagi household, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible, like tears.
So what was she at?
I think like 5K.
Yeah. People know what your mom does, right?
She's an artist.
Yeah.
And
a talented one at that.
She's now looks like she recently cracked the 4K figure.
Oh, wow.
But she's also taken her foot off the pedal of IG. She was like obsessed with Instagram for a while.
Well, that's a great way for her to get her art out into the world, right? Let's be real.
Yeah, like super just fucking grind set shit. But like on her NFT shit. Yeah, my mom's an NFT artist, by the way.
Did you try to because we've already talked about this, but did you hit about copying some fucking pieces?
Sorry, what? Oh, no. How much have we talked about?
We would have talked.
Are you sure that we talked about that?
Yeah.
I don't know if we had, Lawrence.
Going to the no?
I don't know. I don't know if names were named.
Oh, I don't think
homes were described.
I mean, okay. All right. Never mind. Whatever. No. I'm not even tripping. I mean, are you tripping?
A little bit.
I'm not tripping. It's fine.
Okay.
We're Instagram friends now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I gotta follow your mom again.
Don't.
Do you think it's a follow back? Do you think your mom follows me? No way.
No.
Yeah, I don't think
Sorry.
so. No, I'm not. You don't need to apologize. Your mom should apologize. You don't need to apologize.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
What else is there to talk about, Lawrence? You did take copious notes during the podcast, I see.
I was locked in with Twigs.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Twin.
I
call her Twin, dude.
Cool. Were you flirting there a little bit?
Oh, I was trying to. I don't know how successful I was being.
I think a little. I think
we both did pretty good.
I was not trying to flirt. What are you talking about? I think you
You just have just natural riz like that.
Yeah, I think you were actually like getting your
laying down thick,
getting your little fart down.
I mean, listen, dude. As a taken man, obviously nothing's gonna happen.
Which I had to lay out there for the fucking.
Oh, it was for Twigs.
I was like, yo, relax.
No, it's more about just
you see the wifey on the fingy?
Iron sharpens iron, bro. And if I'm gonna fucking get back in the laboratory just for fun, why not do it with an A-lister? Feel me?
Wait, what?
Listen,
if you're gonna get back in the flirtation laboratory
or the gym, well, whatever metaphor you want to use.
Why would you do that?
Just to make sure I still got it.
Oh, okay. Just like driving. It's like driving.
Iron sharpens iron.
So do you think you still got it?
No, I don't think I ever had it. But she was very sweet and enjoyable. We don't know when this is coming out, but just one of my favorite pods in a long time. Just because like she's, she can go right, which is awesome because she has a lot of amazing things to say, but at the same time is still down to clown and have some fun. And that to me is like the perfect type of A-list celebrity.
Yeah, I was a little surprised at how silly she got at times because like
the matcha needed to hit.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching. She was on Sway in the morning. She did some Vogue shit. She's GQ shit. I was on my R&D shit, watching previous interviews and reading interviews. But I was like, oh, like the art is so robust that you think it's like, oh, this person's gonna be so serious, taking it so seriously, and rightfully so. She did a lot, especially in talking about like the art and music and the process and everything, and her creativity and inventing movements.
Yeah,
that was wild.
We only deal with people that invent shit because after podcasting, there's no pension. Action Bronson. Freestyle. Afters. Playlist. Classic.
You ever think you did a move that no one else in human history has ever done?
Oh, well, that's the Natalie Portman shit in Garden State. And yes, I think people do that every single day. Yeah, where it's like
terrible movie.
No, honestly, it's funny you say that because I understand that is absolutely the reputation.
I love it when I say something like, "Oh, that actually already happened in a movie," or you finish my joke for me.
That is like a huge scene in that movie.
So what's the movement that she does?
She just goes. Bah! She's like, you ever do something like that, and like is in her bedroom, and it's literally like laying it on thick to establish the manic pixie dream girl archetype that is Natalie Portman. My point is that I do believe that people existing in this world on this mortal plane do things every single day that have never been done in human history just based on the law of statistics.
Like what?
I couldn't even imagine
like no one. Okay.
The way that you put on this specific brown silk shirt today, no one has probably done
silk, baby.
What? Okay, whatever.
Something less breathable.
Okay. But you get, that's what I'm saying. When you just
no one existing at these coordinates at this height level has ever consumed a violet licorice zin.
No.
Boom. At this exact moment this exact axis
100%
of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how specific you want to get, but that's kind of how I'm approaching it, where it's like, I think your life is your own and you are a unique snowflake. Shout out fucking Fight
Actually,
Club.
That's not true. We've only rented this place for, I don't know, less than a year. So maybe somebody actually did sit right there and consume a violet licorice zin.
It's possible.
You are not a snowflake, my friend.
Thanks for keeping me honest, Jim.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Truly.
What are you wearing this monkey suit for?
We're going to the Polo bar.
Nice.
For a
bar or restaurant?
We have a reservation.
At the restaurant.
We're gonna do every Christmas. Jenna has like not like a fancy hotel bar crawl, but there will be I'll tell you what we're doing before. So there's a stop. The first stop is drum roll. We're going with our friends Matt and Claire. We're going to the King Cole bar. For some cocktails, and then we have an early reservation for dinner at the Polo Bar, and that's like the kind of New York.
Are you eating at the bar or in the restaurant?
And we have a reservation in the restaurant.
Okay, you also need a reservation at the bar.
Yes, true. No, we're eating. We're having a sit down early dinner. But that's why I wore no hat, because you can't wear a hat to the Polo Bar. I learned that the hard way the last time, and then had like a hat hair thing, which was like for me is like worst case scenario nightmare, because to even get it to be passable, it takes a lot of work and it cannot be fucked with.
But at least in that case, Jenna was free of having to take 1,000 photos.
She was not there. It was with two friends.
Oh.
And no one, it wasn't like anyone was shitting on me. I was just very self-conscious.
Right.
But
you can't take any photos of yourself at the Polo Bar and post them.
The whole thing was even the photography policy at the Polo Bar is also please limit the pictures to just of like you and your party, like at the table. I think if you like,
for like celebs and shit.
Yeah, if you did like a mirror selfie, like just in the restaurant, like or by the bathroom, I think you can like get in trouble or get reprimanded.
I went to a kind of like one of those like New York midtown, uptown institutions this past week. That was great. Loved it. Monkey Bar.
Oh yeah.
You been?
Yes.
Yeah. Sat at a booth in the back.
Another ice cold classic.
Ice cold martinis. Just ordered a bunch of starters. Great room. It was like kind of late night, like 10:30, late night dinner, 10:30, 11 o'clock, post holiday party. So everyone looked great. Obviously, they're just like tables of fucking this giant Russian family, just swigging vodka shots and acting nutty. Fucking finance bros over there looking over jelly that were, mixed gender table, and they're just with a bunch. It's total fucking sausage fest.
Are you going anywhere fun with your obviously fancy getup?
This is not a fancy getup.
Oh, this is just for Twigs?
Shirt and pants.
Just for Twigs.
I did. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I was like, I don't want to come in just like a basic Jimmy fit. I don't necessarily want to come in a Jimmy fit that's going to get 5,000 comments on Reddit about it.
True.
But I was like, let me wear something a little out there, because I know she's going to come crazy with the Rick and with the hair and the glam, and some wild boots from some brand that I've never heard of. So I was like, what's like I did wear that. Actually, I was wearing this shirt at the Monkey Bar with these pants.
Your own monkey suit.
With these pants.
Wow.
But a double-breasted navy blazer over what?
No, keep going.
And a MF Pen braided white belt.
I was just gonna say, well, it sounds amazing. What I was gonna say is that what I love to do is if I get a great fit off, I am going to replicate that fit very shortly after that. Like if I'm like, oh damn, I fucking nailed it. I look great, especially if it's like a new combination of things. That shit is getting run back, baby.
Yeah.
Trust.
So with FK Twigs, I was a little like, normally I don't want to dress for the guest, but it was a little like, ooh, fuck, I should dress a little gay.
This is
a little zesty.
This just ain't no guest though. They're like the bar is very high when you're going to be sharing the room with someone of this caliber. I do not. That's why when I was like, oh, wearing a suit, not wearing a hat, like doing a thing that is basically the opposite of what I do every other podcast. I'm like, hey, I couldn't think of somebody better to kind of do that with.
Is wearing a suit with a hat,
you of course,
is wearing a suit with the hat the new suit with sneakers?
Maybe it's just like you're
in that it's like, oh, but I'm dressed up, but I'm still keeping it cool, man.
I think it's more of like the airport fitification of like the suit where it's which I understand. I'm only doing it because I'm naturally, well, one, it takes, like I said, it's a fucking annoying to do my hair. And then two, being self-conscious to some degree, even though I love myself about my hairline, I've been doing it more than I absolutely would if I had a different hairline. Normally, God blessed me in other ways.
Yeah. Normally when you start doing that, it's like, oh, Larry needs to get a haircut.
Yes, that also. Also that true. I got to get one before Christmas.
Yeah. No, I wore this specific fit. One, because I wore a version of it, a less dressy or more dressy version of it on Wednesday night. My God, bro. Literally last night was my fourth holiday / function.
I get you
in a row. And not even drinking, but just like exhausting.
Well, just staying out late. I'm with you 100%.
But okay, so I wore this to one, get a little twiggy with it. Two, meet the boys for some holiday martinis after this. And three, yes, there is like a holiday-ish function or two after all that tonight. So I really had to so I was like, all right, weird shiny brown shirt. Let's go.
Let's go, dude. Get the weird shiny brown shirt on my back and let's party.
Yeah. Shout out Our Legacy for making some weird fucking shit.
They really do.
They really do.
I have like a fake, like a pleather shirt that it might be like a little too big to like tuck in and wear like with a suit like this, but it's in a closet where because I'm running out of room. It's not like buried intentionally. It just has this spot. And I always forget that I have it, but it is another fake material, shiny, sexy OL shirt that I need to bust out as well. Thanks for reminding me.
I'm going to end this afters with just a little slight embarrassing, like, I don't know, maybe not embarrassing, but just like admitting an L is that I walked out with just this in the big brown coat. And I was like, oh yeah, like fucking sexy, like, oh, sexy shirt, big coat. I was like, it's fucking freezing. I need to run back upstairs and grab a cardigan real quick.
Yeah.
And a scarf. But anyway, this has been another episode of The Afters post FK Twigs. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the afters. Chef, get us out of here.